Nothing like waking up to a base that isn't raided, but let's go back earlier, before I built this compound. How did I get there, to that compound, and what's the bunker inside? First, we needed to gather some supplies, so we rode out onto the road. I already had a starter down, but I'm not going to show you that because it's nothing exciting. I saw those guys farming on the side here, and no stamina on the horse, so I rode off. Just trying to get some cover here. Sorry for the grainy footage, guys. It gets better later, I promise. Looks like I have one pursuer. The other guy went to depot, I think. You know, I forgot one thing about long bowfights on horseback. One key important fact. Even if you're fine, doesn't mean all is well. Ugh, and my horse dies, and now I need cover fast. Lots of heals, so I'm not fleeing, but looking for a better spot. Sorry you can't hear the headshots, guys. I do have audio on the game later. If I would have stayed, I think I would have got him there. Or if I would have made those shots right there. And when his partner shows up, right here, things go from bad to worse. After that, I knew it was time to build the bunker and the compound. It's a pixel gap loot room. I'll put a card here for how to do it in detail if you want to skip ahead. There's also chapters if you want to skip past this part too. So we have a stone square here. We have 9 triangles off of it, the length of 5 triangles, and at the end we have another square coming off. We're going to build back from this twig square, and we're going to make sure that the last one attaches to the twig, not to the concrete, to the stone. And we're going to build a wall off of each of these last 2 after we put 3 triangles behind it. So 1 off the stone, 1 off the twig square. Then you can destroy all the other old twig squares. You'll be able to see a gap between them. You can stone these and you can enclose it as soon as you're ready to. You can build this high up as you want. And here we're going to build a box on the bottom, a TC in the middle, and a box on the top, so we can access a box and a TC both from the bottom floor and the second floor. Here I want to have a hard side stone bunker, so there's no exposed soft side, and as a rule, never have a soft side where someone could eco-raid through and get to anything valuable in your base. So if it's like a shooting floor overhang, okay, fine. And that includes leading to a wood door, probably. But here, I thought it was just going to be stone and wood, so I wanted to have a concrete bunker. I mean, a stone bunker, you know? This crack, get your bow or your crossbow. You should be able to loot through it with a little bit of practice. and patience. It's not too difficult. You should be able to see through it as well if you look carefully from the right angle. And here's another space for a second box that we are going to enclose for more pixel gap loot bunker areas. And I do typically play as a solo, but I started a clan for solos on this server, this medieval server, where there are no guns and only medieval style BPs really, or almost exclusively. And so I will have someone joining me on team chat, at least, kind of like Lucky Llama style, and I will be really glad to have him later, as you guys will see before the end of this video. It becomes essential. And I'm building a gatehouse here, and I'm going to put a wood wall compound around. I'm going to destroy these square foundation pieces after I build this frame above, so you probably want to do that in twig if you're not doing it quickly. And we just put these wood walls around and put a barricade, like a metal barricade on top, so people can't kind of jump in. You can't ladder on this server, so they'd have to build in with twig, but it still is possible to jump in that way. But it seems like ladders don't attach to things you don't have priv. And so I'm just building kind of a shooting floor up here, trying to think of how to do it so you can't soft side in through the window. So I end up using grates just because they're not strong, but if someone's got a wooden spear, I think it's better than having an exposed soft side. And I'm just starting on a tower here. I'm not going to show you all of that because there's really nothing too exciting about it. And I modify it later on, so there are no soft sides by the end. We don't have windows, so I've got the embrasures and then wood bars I could put in here as well if I wanted to, which I don't. And a lot of things are buffed. So certain items like chests and wood items have higher hit points than you would expect. And TCs. Got a lot of high qual. It's going to be great for making armor and for repairing hammers when you're eco raiding, but it's not as useful because you can't do walls on this server in high qual or in metal. And looks like we got another solo teammate just joining us briefly here. I just showed him around the base a little bit, but we don't do any missions together or anything like that. My idea was just to have like a base. Everyone's got their own base, you know, and we kind of can help each other out if we're getting raided or kind of offer aid and stuff like that. Alright guys, let's go out and explore some medieval monuments. We're just exiting the compound here. I'm really close to a cool medieval monument with a big tower and two small towers. It's got a recycler in the middle, as well as a deep mine shaft that's just empty right now, because this server is still in beta. Recently in beta, just out of alpha actually. So things like AI and some of the some stuff will be, you know, added to and improved. A lot of meds on these guys. And one cool thing I haven't told you is there are like millions of skills and stats, skill trees, and different things that you can become proficient in, from manufacturing weapons and a whole host of skills that really make it much more like an in-depth role-playing game than anything you've ever experienced before in Rust. And you know, being an old Dungeons and Dragons player and Skyrim, and you know, lots of other role-playing games over the years, pen and paper and on the computer, having many skills and lots of different options. Something I'm really interested in. We can have different styles of characters. All these barrels have stuff in them, and you can have scavenger as a skill that you can put skill points in when you level up, and the higher your scavenger skill, the more stuff and the better stuff you find in barrels and in crates and stuff like that. That was the recycler we just ran past too, that fire pit. There's a skill that gives me 2 crossbow bolts, and another skill that gives me a chance to not use a bolt. So there, I think I had 3 just because I kind of got a lucky roll, so to speak. Let's go up here and look at the tower. It's a great place to start because there's lots of XP, and there's a recycler, and there's a workbench inside this tower. If you're far enough away from these guys, they won't charge you. The archers are much weaker than the lords. There are kind of like invisible barrels, I guess, in the doorways of this tower. I think it's just like not... I'm not sure why it is like that, but there are usually 3 kind of invisible loot areas in the doorway for whatever reason. That will probably get changed later. So there's some kind of item rendered in. Molotov. When you're starting out, these guys can give you a lot of trouble. And I bet there'll be something cool in here later. This is a really cool look. Like, there's a mine shaft and then some water and a tower. That's just so beautiful. You know, they basically made all this by hand. It's not procedurally generated. So it is changing from wipe to wipe as they add stuff, but I really love that shot coming out of the mine shaft there. There's the recycler. And there's no crude, so we don't really need the refinery. The loot table has been updated this wipe. This is 1 wipe ago that I filmed this. So some of these items that we'll find, you know, they'll be gone. It's being tweaked as we progress through the beta test. But you guys should try it out. If you like kind of medieval and fantasy role-playing games as much as I do, like Kingdom Come Deliverance and you know, Skyrim and Elder Scrolls series and stuff like that. Anything, you know, that's got hack and slash swords and skill trees and, you know, all that good stuff. So why don't we check out another monument or another section of the map here soon. So to the top I get the TC, and at the very bottom I get one of the large boxes, the way that I've got this pixel gap loot room set up. We can make so many full metal kits. I just love playing with my high qual stacks. Man, if we could skin that to be gold, that would be cool. Stacks of gold. It's, I like to play from 5:30 or 6 in the morning when I wake up. So there's literally nobody on sometimes. And this is a low pop server because it's just starting out. So when I wake up, sometimes I'm literally the only person, and then, you know, I think it's got up to maybe 15 people or something like that this wipe, and a little higher than that. A lot of people in the Discord server, but I think it's going to grow. And check this out, pirate ship. If you're low level, these guys will give you trouble. You can't outrun them, sort of. But one thing you can do when you level up, you put your skill points into might, which is kind of like extra hit points. And look at this, you can just sponge melee. You can sponge a lot of damage. Put more skill points into kind of your medical skill, so your bandages heal more. And as you can see, I'm pretty tough now in that type of situation. Bean can. I can make bean can spears now. That's big. I haven't been able to get onto this pirate ship, but there's lodgings that they have on the side, on the cliff side, that you can loot. There's some NPCs over there. If I fire at them, I'm sure they'll run over here and attack me, but let's just keep going. Let's keep roaming. See what else we can find on this map. Gather some of this food. Go over the mountain range. And it's a port city, port town, something like that. Some kind of crane there. Let's go see if they're friendly. NPCs, they do not look like friendlies. Whoa, check that out. Some kind of giant blimp zeppelin. That's got to be the coolest. The coolest medieval rust creation we've seen yet. And got an extra one of these. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's nice. Nice to hear. It's not very effective though, is it? Didn't even kill the guy. Alright guys, let's get out of this port town and roam a little more. And we've found some kind of giant cathedral. Not just any cathedral, some kind of super spooky megachurch or something like that. And it looks like they're not friendly. I hear somebody somewhere. Let's check downstairs. It's a coffin cellar. Do we have zombies or vampires? I don't think so. I'll give the sermon today. Another crossbow. Nice. So what do you guys think? I think it might be a meta to have multiple crossbows and just switch between them versus reloading. What do you guys think? What's the time difference on that? You know, as it is, 3 crossbows, that'll give me 6 bullets basically, plus a chance to not use a bullet and get, you know, an extra shot each time. Alright, let's get out of here. It's interesting. Need some zombies in there or something, I don't know. Something undead, unnatural. And the recycler, let's dry off. This is the town. This is the town in the center of the map, basically. And a lot of care went into this, you could tell. This wipe, they've actually added some kind of player residences in here, into a couple of the spots. There's kind of a city hall, town hall, right there that we just ran past. I'm not sure what I'm going to use the diesel for. Just decoration, I guess. Beside my refinery, that's also decoration. I love fountains. Got too much loot. Just gotta leave behind a lot of stuff at this point. I should have saddlebags. You can get some really fast horses on this server. They're still working out some of the kinks, but with a horseshoe and horse riding skill, I mean, you can go really fast. Which makes getting around, even if you're like in just some corner of nowhere, you can get around really quickly. With the new map marker system on Rust, you can set a couple of different waypoints, and it's just terrific compared to walking. There's a lot of detail, guys. I just recommend jumping in and trying it out and learning how to put on clothes and build a small shack, you know? And you'll kind of pick up some of these different stat systems along the way, like the nobility, the rank, the levels, skills, and weapon crafting levels and stuff like that. It's just too much to absorb all at once. So you just gotta kind of play and figure it out as you go along, I think. Go over the mountains. I think we're almost home. Look at that view. That's Padstowe, the tower, the center tower, and nestled between that and the mountains is our compound. There it is. Got a horse gate on the back. You just ride straight out of it. But riding in sometimes is a little trickier. But you can always capture an archer. He's too weak to leave as a sentry inside my base, but it's an option. I had a bear and a lord in here before. Time for an eco raid. You know, I thought about Darklight and Hades. They put a picture up with all our skulls on their mantle of a castle. I thought, I'll find that castle and see if we can eco raid it. Now, I didn't find that castle, but I did find this. And unfortunately, wood doors, super buffed, so a couple of Molotovs really didn't do much. Let's try the spears with the bean can on the end. Now, how do we do this? That is not how you do it. Yes. No. Yes. Did not work. Let's try it again. It's not really doing very much damage. Look at that. Oh, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's fun, but I think we got to do it the old-fashioned way. Machetes, still very effective, given a little time. Again, TCs are buffed as well, so it's going to take a while to hack through these things. I asked for some help from Casio. Broken swords. Oh. User error. All right. We need to hack this. Voila. Okay. We have part of the castle. Now let's go look what we're dealing with in a minute here. There's a base in part of it. There's a cool little box here. Nice little spot. That's kind of, it's there when you arrive at the castle. This was not locked, so I just took it. Just put a lock on it. Put some of my raid supplies in there. So if you ever take over a castle, guys, lock that box. See what the build area is now. I really don't have any idea. Nice. Okay, let's build a little raid shack, raid base. I don't anticipate that we'll be here long. I don't really want to take over the castle. Castles are cool, but I guess you could do a video where you build inside, kind of like a cave style base inside a castle. So let me know if you guys want to see one of those. I can try to get on the moment it wipes and take one of these castles, and there are I think there are 3 build areas, and you know, there's this one, and then like you have to pick one of the other 2 because they're really close together. So I think only 1 TC. I'm not sure yet though. This is literally my first time putting a TC down in a castle. Ah, it's really nice. It's not the most structurally sound or most secure kind of design, because you could probably maybe fire an arrow through there if you're really, I don't know if you have to stand on something. It might be possible, I'm not sure, but it's just so pretty having a fireplace there. It's a pretty small opening, but I think an arrow would fit through there. But again, one arrow is not going to do much, even if you headshot them. So door camping is not terribly effective in Medieval Rust. There are no shotguns. Bean can spear, still it's not going to do enough damage. So here we go. We got this one side here. That's a garage door. And so we've got some work ahead of us. I'm gonna eco-raid that garage door. Ladies and gentlemen, it is possible. You just gotta have a lot of dedication. Time for a coffee break, maybe. I do have a key bind so that I can use up one tool auto hitting, and then I have to switch tools manually. Feels good. And oh, we got a soft side. Very nice. Beautiful. No problem. Piece of cake. This is super, super quick work compared to a garage door. Soft sides are not a good idea in medieval rust. Or in any kind of rust, really. Look at that. Okay, some stairs. So we just got to get up there now. Might have to destroy something, but we'll see. I can't jump up there, obviously. I do have a ladder. So I was prepared for this. Building is blocked. You have to have priv to put the ladder down. Like, that would be a good spot right there, right? Just on the empty wall. I'm kind of devastated, to be honest with you. As a solo, we rely on ladders. And if you can't build in a situation like this, it's a pretty tough spot. So I thought I'll spawn in my horse. Oh my god, and then this happens. I was gonna use my horse as a jump up, and I know it's a tiny space. It's not going well. Oh man. Goodbye. Nope. No problem. Let's try this. Okay. Okay, is that better or worse? Let's get on. Maybe I can get inside. Look at that. Okay, you never know. Well, that's much better, isn't it? We have a chance now. Alright. No, don't give up yet. Don't kill the horse yet. Oh man, this is a pretty short tool, short weapon though. Am I getting? I think I'm. Oh man. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Alright, thank you, horsey. Now we have another problem. Can't lead or mount. Sorry, Mr. Horsey, but it's not looking good right now. I know you're the hero of the story right now, but we're gonna have to have a talk about this. I'll keep trying just for a second, but you know, I'm not getting up there this way, so I just don't want to look at your face when I do it. Sorry, I had to do it. And we got backup coming to the rescue. It is Cassio. If ever we needed a teammate, it was right now. If we can get up on top of him, that is. Being a solo player. How many times have I had to do this? Like once ever? Okay, no problem. That's amazing. Look at this. It all worked. Lifesaver. He's the hero of the story, but this time I'll treat him better than I treated Mr. Horsey. Look at this. We got some loot. Boxes are buffed, so it's going to take a little while to hack through these guys if they're all locked. But it's looking good. Let's get started. Oh, it's garbage! Next. Big loot. Oh, look at that. Did it like disappear over the side through the twig there? What happened? You know, I never found that loot, if there was any. Nothing. Nothing at all. No big loot. Small loot? Let's have some small loot. Nice. That is just about the best full metal items. And nothing. Garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. But we got 2 full metal face masks. I'm not complaining about that. Right now there's almost no rope or sewing kits in the loot table. I have to recycle hoodies and hazmats to make full metal gear, so it's amazing to find some. The door is open. I'll tell you what, if that door wasn't open, I'm not sure if I would have had the heart to continue eco-raiding through here. And now we see that the occupant of this castle, at least one of the occupants, because there were several bags in here, it's Citizen. I don't know who it is, but I wouldn't have been able to do this except the door was open. You know, I barely had enough tools. I didn't have another boost up, you know. I had lots of wood for spears though. Alright, not bad, not bad. Sorry guy, I don't want him to wake up when I'm slowly chopping through stuff. Let's just get a little TC room in here. I'm not taking over this castle really, I just want to transfer loot slowly. First we gotta break open every box. You know, it's a good idea to lock all your boxes, but on the other side, it means that I gotta break every one and then the stuff will despawn. So take your pick, you know? I would say lock all of your prime loot boxes, but if it's just garbage, like less amazing gear and tools, just leave them unlocked, and that way the raiders won't break those boxes, and then you'll have at least like tools and food and burlap and like whatever to rebuild. That's probably the best strategy. Otherwise you'll have nothing. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's terrific. Okay, that's good. That's a win. You know, we can build a stone compound. Like walls. Holy cow! This guy's he's got a castle, so he doesn't need to make stone walls, right? Free loot. That's not free. It's very, very hard earned, but there's no boom that we're really getting, and sulfur doesn't mean very much, so I'm not sure what profit equals yet, but we'll figure it out by the end together. some magical artifact glue. I don't know what it does. Hey, if you guys know what the adhesive little red pouch is for, tell me in the comments, guys, because I really have no idea. I had 2 of them on this wipe, and I just let them go to waste because I don't know what they do. Maybe it's like the One Ring, and I just missed, you know, like the biggest opportunity to become all-powerful. I don't know. Well, it's not nothing. Next. Well, lumberjack suit. That's kind of cool, I guess. Tools. Well, we got some stuff. What do you think, guys? Let's get our best stuff together. There, look at that. Look at that. I think we won, plus all the stone, like a massive, unlimited quantity of stone. I think that's profit. All we lost was time and, like, pipes. And now we just get the loot home. Let's just go right in the main foot door. I don't know if I like that shelf triangle above. All right. Safe and secure. We did it. Made it back with the loot. And well, ladies and gentlemen, that's about all we have for this wipe, as we kind of learned how the server works as it enters beta. And Cassio would come on after I went to bed, or after I sign off in the afternoon, and brought back the rest of the prime loot and fortified the castle a little bit, turning it into a little base, although we wouldn't go back there. I didn't go back there on the wipe, but we did it. So thanks for watching, guys. Ask me any questions about the server. I'll leave links in the description. And until next time, keep playing Rust. I don't know. Whatever a good sign-off is. See you later.